Welcome everyone to another half-ass beer review. My name is Josh. Tonight there's a new beer calling our name. But before we get into this beer, how about you help me buy my next one? It's easy and free. Just scroll down here, hit the subscribe button, and give this video a thumbs up. It goes a long way in keeping me on the path to trying more beer. Now back to tonight's review. So when I think of fall beers, I think of two kinds of beers. I think of Oktoberfest and I think of pumpkin beers. Pumpkin beers, pumpkin pie beers, whatever you want to call them. That's what I think of when I think of fall beers. Browns also a little, but that's kind of been minimized with the increase of production in Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers. You just don't see those browns being produced as much anymore or in great numbers. Also, I think they're pretty boring. A lot of them taste the same. Very few do it well enough to where it stands above the rest. We'll get into that at a later date, maybe, if I even see the browns that I like to drink anymore. Tonight's beer. This is a Pecan Ale from Abita Brewing Company in Abita Springs, Louisiana. Go nuts. This is an ale brewed with Louisiana pecans, 5.2% ABV. Talk about the artwork on the bottle. It's pretty traditional. Pretty, if I'd have to say artwork is fall oriented or leaning towards Thanksgiving, I'd say this one's it. There's a little beer tail on the back, which I'll read to you. Pecan Ale is made with real Louisiana roasted pecans for a subtle, nutty flavor and aroma. It's brewed with pale Munich, biscuit, and caramel malts and Willamette hops. The roasted pecans are added in the brew house. Crack one open and go nuts. Geaux. That Louisiana French heritage coming in strong there. We cracked it. Let's pour it, look at it, smell it, taste it, see what it's got going on. Now this is a very dark, caramely looking beer. Let's get that foam on there, right? Yeah, very, very caramel, very dark, lagery looking, almost right along lines with the Marzens. The head is just like an off-white, like a creamy, almost like a hint of brown in there with this creamy color. On the nose, I'm getting a little bit of that roasty pecan. Not really much for hoppiness. I'm not really familiar with Willamette hops. It's not anything anyone's ever like boasted about using in their beers. So, I mean, we'll see. Let's do what we came here to do and try this beer. As always, on Half-Ass Beer Review, little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. This beer has a nice malty flavor to it. I'm not getting any of that roastiness from the pecans. Actually, it's almost non-existent. Let me take another drink. Like it might be there. It might be really subtly there. But this is actually a pretty good tasting beer. Just like maltiness and that little slight hop profile. It's not bitter. Maybe a little bit towards the back there, but nothing roastiness about it. But this is a really good drinking beer. I just wish I had that roasty pecan in there. You know, you say you're going to do something in a beer and it doesn't happen. Now, this could be one of those beers where you have to let it warm up to get that flavor profile in there. And I just didn't know that, or I didn't do that. But either way, this is a good drinking beer without the pecan flavor in there. It's just going to hurt it in the rating process not having that flavor because you say it's going to be there and it's not. So for rating, I'm going to rate this a 4.1 out of 6. This is good. This would be great if there was roasty pecan to it though. Like if this had a great big roasty pecan flavor up front and it ended with the way this was going and leaving just a little bit of roastiness on your tongue after the swallow, this would be the perfect fall beer. Especially pecan. You don't see anything like this for fall beers. It's usually pumpkin beers and Oktoberfest. And they're coming through with a great idea for this pecan ale. I just don't think it was executed well enough. So it's getting a 4.2 because it is a good beer. just lacking that pecan flavor. Now that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Assed Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out a new beer with me. If you have any comments, questions, or any kind of beer that you would like me to try, go ahead and leave it down in the comments section. I will try just about anything: seltzers, ciders, beer, big beer, craft beer, just about anything, even mixed cocktails, if that's what you want me to do. I know they're making them in cans now, and it's pretty intriguing. I saw some Crown Royal ones that look pretty good, so maybe in the future, if I can get my hand on some singles, I'll definitely be doing that. But until next time, please keep your fridges full and have a great night.